friends, it's Pat Hand here with another episode of Let's Talk Travel. Thank you for being out there and joining us. I'm going to be talking about something a little different today, domestic travel here in the U.S. Many people think about travel advisors when you're thinking about cruising in particular, all-inclusive resorts, international travel of any kind. But you may not think about utilizing our services so much for domestic travel here in the US. But I just want to tell you, we can be of assistance to you. And I feel like I've kind of missed the boat because I live down here in sunny Florida, one of the meccas for domestic travel. And I never talk about traveling down here to my area, Port Charlotte, Florida, which is Charlotte County. Actually, we have only one city in the entire county, although we have many unincorporated municipalities. For example, right where I am here in Port Charlotte, it's an unincorporated area. And Punta Gorda is actually the only incorporated city we have. The history of Port Charlotte, our area here, Charlotte County, goes all the way back to 1565, when Charlotte Harbor was named by Spanish explorers Bahia de Carlota. It was what they named the bay here, which is just probably, as a crow flies, a mile maybe from my house. So it has a long and rich history. It was the English later came through and renamed the harbor Charlotte Harbor for one of their queens. And it's a really nice place to come on vacation, or if you want an extended vacation like many of our snowbirds do. Maybe you're looking for a winter home. You want to get out of the cold, and who can blame you considering the winter that many are having up there in the Midwest and the Northeast. It has been pretty brutal. So even people in my old hometown, well, it wasn't my original hometown, but adopted hometown of Atlanta, where I lived for 17 years. Charlotte County can be a great destination. We chose to live here. Now, my husband had lived over on the east coast of Florida for many, many years, back in the ancient days in the 70s. But we knew we didn't want to go over there because, having been there in Atlanta for 17 years, we were seeking to do something where it was a little less congested. We looked at Fort Myers. We looked as far up the coast as Sarasota, but we really were looking for something a little quieter, a little more hometowny feeling. And we checked out Charlotte County. It just felt very much like home and what we were looking at. Now, I will tell you that sometimes the locals will complain about the congestion that we have in the wintertime here when the snowbirds are among us. We welcome them warmly. We hope that you join them and become snowbirds here in our county. But it really, I know congestion. I lived in congestion. So folks, this ain't it. It's just not. So Charlotte County is a quieter, more intimate feeling. If you're looking for some place to hang out that is a little light on the congestion, but yet has all of the amenities that one would like to have when they're staying for a week or two or a month or two, or even moving down. Charlotte County is a great choice for that because we do have all of the essential needs in easy driving distance and a lot of things to do. Plus, folks, this is another plus about getting here. It's right off of I-75. So if you are one of my old folks we have many clients in Atlanta, you're looking for a Florida getaway, just get on 75 and hang out until you see the signs for Port Charlotte. And here we are. Um, what do we have to offer the travelers here in our area? Well, we have a little bit of everything. First, we have, of course, the Florida climate. Now, having said that, we have had a cold snap. It has been cold, frigid by Florida standards. For a few days we had where it never quite made it to 50. We hung out in the 40s all day for about 2 days, and we were bundled up like Eskimos down here. It is more than we can stand. Folks, and I lived in Minnesota for 12 years back in the day as well. I don't know how I survived that, but down here we have the climate. It's sunny Florida. Most days, like we have had today, the sun shines brightly. The temperatures in the wintertime are balmy in the 70s and into the low 80s. That's typical for our winter. Plus, our winter season tends to be very dry with very little rainfall. Summer times, we'll have the more subtropical climate where it is warmer. Talk about the 90s during the day, humid, and usually an afternoon rain shower will come through. Very seldom do we actually have those, like the Midwest has day after day of rain, or even a full day of rain. That's just not normally what we have here. So if you're looking for a quieter place to hang out with less congestion, lots of amenities, and great climate, Charlotte County could be a great destination for you. Now, just talking about, I'm always, you know me, I'm going to talk about the food. We have some outstanding restaurants here in Charlotte County. We have a particular favorite, I must say, where we like to go frequently. This is, well, now technically, folks, this is not Charlotte County. I'm going to give a disclaimer here. This is right just north of us here in a little burg called Northport, which is one of the fastest growing cities actually in Florida right now. But it's just 15 minutes from our house to bop up on 41 and hit Sharks. We love Sharks. Here's a shot of the interior of Sharks. It is, just so you can see, a very small, intimate little place. They have, folks, some of the best fish and shrimp that you want to get anywhere. I remember when we first went there, we were just kind of scouting the area at that time. We went there, hadn't had enough. A couple of days later, we had to go back and eat again. I personally love to get, mostly it's, folks, just, it's fried fish and fried shrimp. They have coconut shrimp also that's really good. They do have some grilled shrimp varieties. They have basa. They have some other fish that you can get grilled. They have salads. So if you don't, you're into, but their big thing, the fried cod is amazing. The fried shrimp is amazing. Coconut shrimp is very, very good as well. Usually they'll have a special featuring the cod and shrimp. And if they don't, my sister will and I will order the make your own thing where you pick out two, and then we'll split up our shrimp and our cod so we get some of each because it is so good. And making it, talking about it now, I haven't been up there for a little while. They actually just reopened after the hurricane. So we're still recovering a little bit, folks, from the hurricane. It was a head-on hit, but we're doing well. Most of the debris is gone, at least from the main streets, and homes are being repaired. You'll still see a lot of blue roofs, but we're getting by and recovering, bouncing back very quickly. So don't hesitate to come because you think hurricane damage. We are in good shape to receive travelers even now. Other restaurants of note in the area that we like a lot is Donato's. Donato's is kind of one of those icons in the area. It's a family-owned restaurant. You might guess it's Italian from the name on that. This is a picture of their lasagna. It is famous. It is delicious, and they are just kind of a unique place. This is a picture of their interior. They modeled themselves after a New York subway. Here that is again. And you just feel like you're in a little corner of New York in the restaurant. The food is delicious. They are an icon here in our area, and great, great Italian food. Now, if you're looking for Italian food and you're looking for an upscale experience, this is a picture of the exterior of Carmelo's, which is another very well-known higher end restaurant. Here we've got everything from the mom and pop diners to the major to the home owned fine dining establishments like Carmelo's, which is known for exquisite Italian food. River City Grill, right in both of those restaurants, by the way, are in Punta Gorda, just over the river. It's our county seat, and it's a stone's throw from the river over the bridge from Charlotte County. It's still in Charlotte County, but you go over. It's right on Charlotte Harbor there. So great food at those places. We have Mexican. We have Celtic Rye. We have the Irish pub kind of place. We have Prime Steakhouse, great steakhouse. We also have the chain restaurants. We have Longhorn, Outback. There's a Prime Steakhouse, which is locally owned. Actually, I think the same people who own Donato's own that establishment. So we've got the mom and pop diners, Sweets Diner and Hungry Howie's, and along with IHOP and Bob Evans and all of those chain type restaurants. So not going to hurt for anything if you want to know that you're going to be able to get great food. Now, what about things to do? We don't want to go to our vacation and we all want to relax, but we don't want to relax too much. We want some things to do. Now, Charlotte County isn't the greatest for beaches. Here in Port Charlotte, we have a small beach that's on the bay, and it's right on Charlotte Harbor, and it is, it's nothing to write home about. It's really the Peace River that it fronts on, not the Gulf, but just up the road in Englewood, which has still partly in Charlotte County, partly in Sarasota County. They have beautiful, beautiful beaches up there, some of the best beaches that you will find anywhere, and you will enjoy visiting those beaches if beaches is on your agenda as one of the must-do things. And we have, oh goodness, I love one of the things that people love to do here is we have Fisherman's Village. Now, Fisherman's Village, it is a kind of a conglomeration. You'll see here, this strip here is they have accommodations. They have like studios and little apartments, so you can stay at Fisherman's Village. The lower level is full of shops and restaurants, so you can dine there. You can shop there. They've got really, really nice, locally owned, interesting shops there. And one of the things that we like to do, and they're based in Fisherman's Village, I highly recommend this. This is the Kingfisher Fleet located in Fisherman's Village. They're on the wharf, And that's Captain Ricky there, actually, all decked out for their holiday Christmas lights cruise. We did that earlier this year. Frankly, with the hurricane, it was a little less, fewer lights than normal, but it was still a great evening. It was very chilly that evening, but we had a great time with some friends. Uh, they offer day cruises, and you can visit. You can go up the Peace River on their eco cruise. There are day cruises that take you to, one of my favorites is to Cabbage Key, where there's a restaurant there you can only reach on the water. They'll cruise you up there. It's a day cruise. You have beautiful. You'll usually see some dolphins playing alongside the ship as you go there. Nice sized boats, and they're never overcrowded. Just very pleasant way to spend a day on them. And then my favorite is their sunset cruise, and this is a spectacular sunset, very similar to what you will frequently see if you take their sunset cruise. They do that daily, weather permitting, from right there at Fisherman's Village. It's a great way to while away the evening, or to do a full day cruise to Cabbage Key or Boca Grande, which is another destination that they do a day cruise to. If you like to shop and want to just go to some restaurants and shop, that's a great destination. No better way to get there than taking the cruise from Kingfisher Fleet there in Punta Gorda at Fisherman's Village. Other things to do. I love the eco tour. This is at Babcock Ranch, just outside of Punta Gorda. And you'll see that if you look down there, you'll see a small alligator. You see some of our local birds, but you see all kinds of things. You just load up on a bus, and they drive you through the area there, and you will see alligators and wildlife. There are wild pigs, feral pigs that have been there for many years. They have a herd of cattle that descended from the original settlers to the county here. They brought these cattle with them, and they're not like today's Angus folks. They're very lean and just kind of they're kind of feral as well, actually. But you'll always see those, and wild turkeys and birds of all kinds. You just don't know what you're going to see any day, but I guarantee you, you're going to see some alligators. If you want to see alligators in their natural setting, want to get out in the backcountry and kind of see what a swamp kind of environment looks like firsthand. Great thing, and it's easy to get to. Very good. We had so many other things in. We have bike trails. There's some great bike trails. The Edison and Ford Estates, great to visit at holiday time. Beautiful lighting there. Busch Gardens at Tampa, very easy to get to. You have the Ringling Museum up at Sarasota. You have the Moat Aquarium. You can go down to Fort Myers and pick up the Key West Express ferry, go down to Key West for a day or even stay in overnight. We have a couple of casinos within driving distance. If you are you like to do some time at the casino. One in Immokalee, just about over an hour from Charlotte County, or you can go up to Tampa, big casino up there as well. So kayaking, outdoor activities, they just run the gamut. You can go fishing out in the Gulf. The all kinds of captains here with boat rentals. You can rent a boat for day use. You can go out and rent your a boat and just go out and enjoy a boat. None of the upkeep. Take it home when you're done with it, and they'll clean it up and get it ready for you. You don't have to mess with it. So, so many things that you can do. Did I mention Busch Gardens? I don't remember, but an easy drive up to Tampa for that. You can even take day trips over to Disney. Or maybe you want to take a short cruise while you're down here. We have 5 cruise ports within driving distance of Charlotte County. Just saying, folks, we can help with that too. Now, you want to know where you are going to stay. Folks, you don't want to go anywhere if they don't have suitable accommodations. Now, I already mentioned Fisherman's Village. They have the studio apartments there. We have many kind of mom and pop establishments around, particularly up in Englewood near the beach. You will find plenty of those little establishments. One that I love here in Charlotte County is called the Sunset Motel. It's just been remodeled. I love it because of its location. It's got little kind of two-room studios. They've got a bedroom and a kitchenette and hangout area. Really, really cute, beautifully remodeled, kind of reminiscent of the old Florida 50s kind of place, but great place to hang out. And I love them in particular because they're right across from one of our most beautiful parks here in Charlotte County, Live Oak Park, which is right on Charlotte Harbor. It's beautiful, great views there. And see if you can get their room number one when you book, because it has a window that looks out over that. It's the only unit. It's just very small, just have a few units, but that's a great place to stay if you like to be one of those small, more intimate, family locally owned places. We also have all kinds of accommodations to suit every budget. We have the more budget friendly, moderate places like we have a couple of nights inns locally here, which are great to visit. We have La Quinta, which is more of a moderate. We have Hampton Inns. We have all kinds of places that suit most every budget. And one of the places that you will want to know, we can help, of course, folks. Now we can help with all of these accommodations. We can book those for you, get you set up. We can arrange for some day trips for you, and while you're here. We also have condominiums and private homes that we can book for you. We work with many of those. We have those, and we have some. If you want more upscale accommodations, I love the Sheraton Four Points. Right on the harbor in Punta Gorda. It is a beautiful, beautiful place. They have a couple of really nice restaurants there. They have a tiki bar that's very popular with the locals. So that's a great place to stay if you're looking for something a little more upscale. And then we have coming soon, folks, scheduled to open next September. Was supposed to happen this spring, but a hurricane set them back a bit. But we have the big Sunseeker Resort. That is going to be one of these big resort properties with all of the activities and amenities that you expect. And if you want a resort style vacation, folks, we can help you with booking for Sunseeker. That will be open in about 9 months. They're taking reservations now, even with their delay. So there you have it, folks. I didn't mention shopping. Yes, we have shopping. We have Walmart. We have a town center mall with a Dillard's and a Bell's and a J.C. Penney's. So we have the mall experience, and we have Fisherman's Village. I mentioned, with lots of smaller shops, and there's all kinds of little typical of Florida. You just see them scattered about. So all kinds of shopping available if that is your thing, or if you just forgot something and need to pick up something quickly, we can help with that. So who should come? Folks, if you're seniors just looking for a getaway, perfect location for you. Great for families because there's plenty to do for families. If you want to come, take the kids to the beach, you might want to stay up towards Englewood if the beach is a big draw for you. But others can stay Punta Gorda, Port Charlotte, all along Highway 41, or up closer to 75, where we have the Cracker Barrel, one of my favorite Chinese restaurants there. Uh, Golden something. We go there frequently when we want Chinese. It's excellent, and it's kind of hard to find good Chinese in our area by my score, but we love that place and very popular with the locals as well. So feel free to ask questions. And if you're wanting a winter getaway, uh, just a great place to come is Charlotte County. If you're wanting to avoid the maddening crowds of the East Coast, Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Orlando, why don't you come over and see us here on the quieter side of things? This is Pat at Dancing Moon Travel talking about our local inbound travel options for here this week. Come and see us. Thanks, everybody. Talk soon. Bye now.